Hey guys, long time no see. Your girl thought she was exempt from Mercury retrograde, and she got me yesterday. She got me. Wait, hold on. Today's Wednesday. She got me on Monday. She low-key did get me, but like, okay. So, I really thought I was chilling. My exes did come back, but not over here, boo. I'm done. I feel like the lover in me, like, if I love you, like, I don't want to say you can always come back, but like, the type of love I give or that I have for those that I love, like, I'm understanding and you just can't do no wrong. Like, I'm just such an understanding person, and I feel like we're all human. This is all our first time on earth. Like, why? Hold on. I've had a blackhead right here for like years, and I finally popped it. I finally was able to get it out. Anyway, the type of love that I have and that I give, I feel like I do low-key love unconditionally. And I used to say that like the condition was like respect and like you have to respect me. However, I have tolerated disrespect multiple times in multiple relationships, right? And there's things that I've done wrong. There's things where I could have done better. I could have fixed things. I could have, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? And we're literally all learning. Like, why would I fault you? Why would I deem you unlovable or unworthy of love because you made a mistake or whatever the case may be, right? So I did have some exes like reach out, but I have just learned and I know that those relationships have ran its course. It's done, it's over with, you know, the relationship served its purpose, we enjoyed our time together, and you have to move on, I have to move on. No matter how much I have love for you and I may miss you, that doesn't mean that we should rekindle or get back together, right? So that's one. Then I just have had like mixed feelings about friendships that I was previously in, friendships. I would say like one friendship that I'm currently in, and I also did learn that somebody that I thought was strictly just my friend potentially, possibly does have romantic feelings for me, even though they are straight or identify as straight. Does that make sense? I don't really understand how you can be straight and have romantic feelings for somebody that is gay, or I don't even know how to explain this. But like, insert the meme and it's like, because anyway, yeah, so recently discovered that this person had romantic feelings for me, and I am the type of person, like, I'm very oblivious when people like me. Like, you verbally have to tell me I like you and I want to be with you. I like you and I want to. If you don't say anything, I'm clueless. I would never know. I would. Anyways, so that was interesting to like find out, figure out. And I guess because I wasn't interested in that type of way, I would have never picked up the clues. I would have never known had I not talked to like a mutual friend about this situation, right? So that was interesting. And then what else has happened? I feel like I've been in so many different places, phases of like work. I feel like I've talked about work on here before, and at one point I was like unemployed, and then I was like working under the table, and then I was working part-time. And then I manifested where I was like doing a bunch of different things part-time because I didn't want to commit to anything full-time. I didn't want my life to feel boring. I don't like to feel what's the word, stagnant. I don't like mundane. There we go. And so I was doing like healthcare and like serving bartending, so it's like I do have some excitement going on in my life, like being able to switch things up, which is what I like to do, right? Although I may not want to be in the service industry like seriously or in general, it pays the bills and I'm able to afford the life I want anytime I'm in this industry. I think I also do have the personality for it. It's just annoying at times, and people don't want to rate the menu. People ask you a lot of questions, and I don't necessarily want to be your source of entertainment, because I think that, or at least I thought that you came here to enjoy the time with the people that you came with, not for you to talk to me, right? But maybe that's just me. I like to go out to eat and hang out with the people I came with, not necessarily for the server bartender to entertain me. So, whoop, girl, a little itchy. There's that. So your girl is in the serving bartending industry, still a little bit in healthcare, and then I didn't really care about like exes coming back or anything because I haven't reached out to an ex, and I just am like, good riddance, babes. And then like dealing with like friendship, I just don't quite understand, no, like comma. I just feel as though if you hang out with people you don't like, you would still hang out with me if you don't like me. Does that make sense? If I've been around you and you talk about people that you don't like or things that bother you about them and you don't bring it up to them, you will do the same thing to me, right? And I just don't necessarily want to be friends with people that are like that or do things like that, right? And I also don't believe in rekindling. I am a firm believer in this. I will die on this hill. I stand on 10 toes behind this. If we fall out, there is no rekindling. And I have rekindled one relationship over the course of my life, and majority of the time I regret it. This person has done a lot for me over the course of the years and is there for me, but there's a piece of me in the back of my head that is like, this is not a true friend, right? On the other side, like flip side to that, is that I just think that this person shows up better for me on a one-on-one basis versus in a group setting. When it's in a group setting, it's almost like I think or feel like I'm the butt of the joke, or like I'm gonna show up for everybody else but not for you. In a group setting, right? So I'm just trying to navigate that. Like, then Monday I woke up late for work. Told my job I was coming late. Hey, so sorry, woke up late, running late, right? Get down in my car to get in the car to go to work. Boom, flat tire. Cool. send the picture to this manager or whatever. No response, right? And no response is a response, okay? Yesterday was Tuesday. Boom, randomly get a text from a random number. Hey, it was so great working with you. We actually don't need you anymore because you're unreliable. So I'm unreliable because I unexpectedly got my period and bled through my scrubs at work. So I felt like I should go home, right? Okay, let's go. And then got a flat tire. I'm not quite sure how those two circumstances deem somebody as unreliable. Cool, great, right? Now, the person I've worked with, I've had a problem with this person from the first day I've started. There has been an issue. Something has bothered them. And then about a week ago, you were talking mess to another coworker, and I overheard you talking mess about me to another coworker. So then I asked you, can we have a conversation after work? We have a conversation after work. And you let me know that you just like to be in control. It's a you thing. I need to be in control of everything. I want things to go a certain way. And me getting my period and me getting a flat tire was simply out of your control and out of my control, which deemed me unreliable for my job, right? Considering I only come here 1 day a week. I don't know how unreliable you can be, and you've only missed 2 days out of maybe 3 to 4 month time frame, right? Cool. So I was more frustrated, bothered than I was upset by the situation, because over the course of this time of working with you, you have chosen not to communicate and ask or say what you want or need, and you've simply assumed and or been passive aggressive instead of just communicating and asking for what you want and or need, right? So all in all, I ended up getting a new job, which is great. Something that fits my schedule, serving in the industry already. Cool, great. And oftentimes, like, when doors close, it seems personal. It looks or feels like it's personal, and it generally isn't, right? The other thing is, everybody has their own life going on, right? And retrograde will close doors, and that's okay. And even not just retrograde, in life, doors are going to close, and you have to be okay with doors closing, because if one door closes, another door is going to open. If something is not working out, something else will. I'm also in like my Saturn return, or my Saturn return is supposed to be starting within the next couple of weeks. My Saturn and my rising are both in Aries, so I'm excited about that. I feel like this is the best I have like felt about myself. I've had a good mental and physical place. I just feel really good. Like, I felt like I was at rock bottom last year. I had personal stuff going on, family stuff going on, financial things going on. Like, I had so much going on. I genuinely felt like I was going to die. Like, physically, and like on the inside, I felt like I was dying. I wasn't eating. I was sleeping the entire day. I was not at a good place in life, right? And it does get better. You just don't know when it's gonna get better. I think, and that's the part about like waiting and like knowing and having faith and trusting that things are going to get better. It's just like, when? Like, you don't want to feel like this anymore. Like, you're literally just like, I know it's gonna get better, but like, I just don't know when. And you genuinely have to just keep showing up for yourself, and that's it. So I feel like this is like a retrograde, life update, what's been going on, and just having faith, trusting God, trusting the universe. And yeah, I feel like my coworker said the other day, like 27 to 32 is like the most pivotal years of your life. And I hope that things like continue to get better, because I just can't imagine anything else. So yeah, I hope that, you know, whatever you experience during this retrograde, you learn from and take from. I think when things happen to me, I always ask myself, like, what can I learn from this? And what is this trying to teach me? Versus, like, why is this happening to me? Because life happens for you and not to you. So, yeah, that's it. I'm about to go on a walk. I got my shorts on, crop jacket. I was supposed to start cooking and like selling plates, and I still want to. I think I just have to switch up the menu a little bit and find something that nobody else is really making and that my audience would like. Something different, because everybody's selling mac and cheese and yams, and I don't really want to sell mac and cheese and yams. Do I want to sell lamb chops? Yes, I think I make the best lamb chops. However, I just don't think that. I think I could do something different, something creative, something better, right? So, and then I also have been posting on Instagram, and it's been doing really well. So I'm proud of myself for posting on there, because I've been super shy about it. I've not been wanting to. And people are going to be negative. People are negative Nancy's. And unfortunately, that's their life. So, bye.